Hi, this is Brett Rideout from the Wrap app, and in this video, I'm going to cover permissions. So let's first log in to our dashboard. Click on Settings and Users Management. Inside of Users Management, we're going to click on a user, click Edit, and we have permissions as our second section. Before I go into details on permissions, I will go over the basics of why we do this. The Wrap app was created to have a business operate all as one. To make that efficient, you need to have multiple users using it at one time. That can be creating orders, creating POs, marking things as complete and invoicing out, collecting payments. It can be a variety of things, but you need your whole company using it to get the full benefit. Because of this, we understand that you don't want all your users to necessarily see everything. That's where permissions comes in. We allow you to lock down pretty much anything and everything in our software. So let's walk through these one by one. We have a dashboard. If you do not need the user to see your dashboard, which includes the production schedule, shows how many orders are due from today all the way to a month out, how many open quotes you have. If they do not need to see that module, uncheck this box. That unchecking of this box will now remove this section of the navigation, and the user will automatically go to create quote. The next part is orders. Can the customer see quotes? Can they see work orders? Can they see invoiced orders? That all applies to this section right here. If we uncheck those boxes, these will disappear. Next part is, can they add orders? If you uncheck add orders, they will not see create quote or create order. Can they edit or delete orders? If these are not checked, then the delete function on the table will be gone. If this is unchecked, the edit function on the table will be gone, as well as when they're viewing an order, they will no longer have access to the edit button. The last part of orders is, do you want to allow them to see pricing on work orders? Now, if you remember, when we print out work orders, there's no pricing. But inside the app, you can see pricing on the work orders. If we leave this unchecked, the work order will look like the printed one with no pricing whatsoever. The next part of this is, can the user see all the orders in the system or only orders created by that particular user? This is beneficial if you don't want your salespeople to see each other's orders. You can just click see only orders created by user. This will not affect the dashboard. The user will still see all the orders on the production schedule, no matter which one is checked. This allows the salesman to accurately give a due date based on all the orders in the system, but the dashboard does not show you vital information that you don't necessarily want all users to see. Next section is purchasing. The way this works is you must click this, see purchasing, if you want the user to be able to get into purchasing. If this is not checked, purchasing over here is gone. Once this is checked, they can see the table of all your POs out there. Then you need to decide, can they add a PO? Can they edit the PO? Can they delete the PO? Majority of people can add, some can edit, very few should be able to delete. The next part is, can they receive in and can they see pricing? So for example, let's say we have somebody in our receiving department that we want them to receive in POs. Well, then we just check see purchasing, receive in POs. They cannot see the price on the PO, and they cannot add, edit, or delete those POs. Let's now say we have a purchasing agent. They need to be able to add POs and edit, and they need to be able to see the pricing because they have to enter the price. We caution on any deletion. We highly recommend only allowing admins or business owners to be able to delete anything in the software. Next up is customers. Customers work identical to purchasing. If we want them to see it, we must select this to see customers. Then we have the add, edit, and delete of the customer. If we leave this unchecked and we check one of these or any of them, the user will not be able to do any of this because they cannot see the customer module in the navigation. Vendors works identical to customers. Be able to see, add, edit, or delete the vendors. And the final section is pricing. Do we want the user to be able to edit our pricing? Can they add, edit, or delete vinyls, laminates, or other pricing? We highly recommend, once again, that you leave all these unchecked for anyone outside of an admin or a business owner. If these are all unchecked, the user can still see the pricing section for your stock charges. They cannot see vinyls and laminates and other pricing and what you would charge, but they will be able to see how much you would charge for a hood scoop. The reason behind this is if a salesman is on the phone and someone says, I want to potentially wrap my hood scoop, how much would that be? The user needs to be able to go to pricing and see how much that is without being able to edit it. If not, they would have to create a whole quote and add that one piece on and do math in their head to see how much it would cost. So if you leave all these unchecked, they can see your stock charges only, but they cannot edit them. And finally, we have the update. So if you make any changes, you just select update, and it'll give you a confirmation that the user has been updated. The updates will not take effect until the user has logged out. So if the user is logged in, and I come in here and say, I want you to be able to edit pricing now and hit update, the user will not be able to edit pricing until he or she logs out and logs back in. And that concludes our permissions video.